Hello, my name's Shalise. Welcome out everyone to my Assassin's Creed Brotherhood book review. Here's the thing, everybody. So far, I have read 5 Assassin's Creed books, and this right here is the most skippable. Basically, you could read the last 100 pages and there's something new. The major thing about this book, what changes from the video game to the book, is this. The main change is the fact that you know how Ezio sees into Apple and he's worried about Cesare, will he escape or not? He looks into it and all of a sudden he finds Cesare and all that stuff. In this book, we get a great, we get the last, basically, the last 100 pages of this book deals with how Ezio Auditore is looking for Cesare Borgia, how he's going to hunt him down, and all this stuff. We get something with Claudia getting really badly beaten by the Borgia's forces, where she has to go back to Florence to heal up, and Rosa from Venice has to take over her place in Rome. Also, we deal with Micheletto, the guy that Ezio spared in Brotherhood, and how Micheletto is eventually killed by Cesare. And it's a very unique way. I mean, we also get more interactions. We also get interactions with Ezio Auditore and the new Pope, Del Rovere, who he kind of doesn't trust, but he kind of understands that he's a good man and all that stuff. So the fact that Ezio was dealing with the new Pope after, Rodrigo Borgia died was interesting, and they added that part. But for the other, 400 pages is basically the video game to the book. I mean, so far, this is my least favorite of the book's readings, just because, at least with Assassin's Creed Renaissance, we get to know more how Ezio felt about certain things. And this one, I say, I like little differences, little details, for instance, that one girl where Ezio was bringing flowers to in the beginning of Brotherhood, and where he was helping her carry some flowers and all that stuff. Angelina, turns out she's killed off in this book, and Ezio recognizes her, where he sees her head on a spike, and he's just appalled by it. But that was a nice, unique taste. Also, what I liked about this book, that how they played about Caterina Sforza, how Ezio was starting to really fall for her, and how Caterina, in some cases, it could just be cruel and vicious as a Borgias, and Ezio's troubled by this. Lucrezia, I know in a video game we talked about how Lucrezia says that Caterina, did such terrible things, and so did even the Medici, who were Ezio's friends in Florence, how they took everything from the Pazzi and from the Orsini family and all that stuff, and basically how they could just be as ruthless as them, and even people who had, even the family members who had nothing to do with what their family members done, they lost all their land and everything. And Ezio ponders, he tries not to reflect upon it, but he realizes there's good and bad in everybody, especially with the Medici family, who's been loyal to the side, and so Caterina, and he starts to notice this with Caterina now. Caterina admits that she basically used Ezio as just to have more power and have more control in her land. She does care for him, but she doesn't love him. She kind of used him in a way. Ezio felt greatly for her. I think he was starting to fall in love with her, and his heart was going to beat. He was starting to fall for her, and the fact that she didn't like him, that was a new, unique taste. So, to me, this book really helped about, Ezio's relationship with Caterina, but not much else. I mean, at least with Renaissance, I felt like I was learning a little bit more details each chapter, with Ezio learning how the people that Ezio killed, he was reading their letters, so they were getting a little new, interesting take each chapter about Ezio, who the book version is different than the video game version. But this one is basically the same thing like the video game. It's a good book, but it's skippable. This is nothing new to Assassin's Creed lore. They add very little stuff to it, so Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the book, it's a mostly skippable book in my opinion. But overall, I enjoyed reading this book. I did. It's just, compared to all the others I've read right now, just so far as my least. Next up is going to be a Black Flag, and hopefully that will get more details about Edward Kenway's story. Or a little more details about him and his wife. So yeah, everyone, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, a book. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like, discount down below. Let me know, respect my opinion, respect yours. Where's your personal opinion, everybody, about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, a video game or the book? Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Name's Elisa, everybody. Bye-bye.